What is going on, everybody? It's a beautiful day here at Riverlandings Motorcoach Resort, and today I finally have an opportunity to take you guys on a tour of a Prevost Millennium. I've got to tell you guys about a very cool opportunity that they just announced at Riverlandings. They're bringing their summer rates into the regular season right now, so this is a rare opportunity. If you want to come stay here, check out their website, and I want to show you something that I haven't seen at a lot of RV resorts. There's a particular site right here that actually has a guest house. I just met some really nice folks that are subscribers of the YouTube channel that just rented it for a week. Everybody, this is my buddy Brandon. Brandon, what are you doing here, sir?
I was just hanging out here at Riverlandings.
So you're getting ready to pull out in your gas class A.
Yeah.
How was your stay here? Where'd you stay? How was your experience?
Oh, we loved it. We stayed at the Pilar here. Got a little extra room for the kids to hang out, and yeah, on to the next, but we loved it here.
What are some of the things that you enjoyed about being here at Riverlandings?
Sure, a couple things that stood out. Being spread out is nice. All the spots are nice and spread out. You're not right up against each other. That and just the luxury aspect of it all. Yeah, those are the two things that stood out in my mind.
Hey, can't thank you enough for coming by. Great to meet you and your family.
Too.
Safe travels.
All right, buddy.
Big thanks to Brandon and his family for coming by here and checking it out. This one has been renting very quickly just because you have the full site with the coach cover and the casita. Very rare opportunity. Check out riverlandings.com if you want to rent this. But today, we're gonna show you this beautiful Millennium coach. A lot of the times you'll find different Prevost converters that have display coaches here on site at Riverlandings. We are lucky enough today to be able to take a look at this Millennium coach. And let me introduce you to Eddie.
Hey Andrew, how are you? Hi everybody, how are you today?
Excellent, thank you. So what's behind you here, sir?
We have a 2014 Millennium Quad Slide mid-bath. Is absolutely gorgeous inside. Just had some updates over the summer, and we are excited here at Riverlandings to have Millennium involved with what we're doing down here and participating. So they provide us with a coach to display so people can tour. It's for sale, and as this one sells or needs to go somewhere else, they'll supply us with another one. So it's a great partnership that we formed. I work for Riverlandings, but I've had involvements with Millennium, so I understand this coach very well, and so we're just really excited. We support all the converters, but in this case today we get to show off the Millennium.
Awesome. Well, one thing I want to point out first, and you guys are going to notice when we go inside of this coach, is this has the two rear super slides that make this bedroom huge. What's the story with that?
Yeah, that's a very popular model. If you want that big bedroom with lots of storage, and like you said, we'll see it when we get inside. This is the ultimate. This is the maximum room you can get in any Millennium, so I think you're going to be very impressed.
Awesome. Well, before we take a look inside, I know Millennium is known for how they dress out their bays. Can we take a look at the bays of this coach?
Absolutely.
All right.
We can start and keep it at Millennium. Like most of the converters, all the bays are pretty much custom. When you build a coach, or even when you buy a used coach and there's some things you'd like to change, Millennium can do it all in-house. So if this particular coach has a slide out in the forward bay, lots and lots of storage, and in the H3 you get the biggest bays on the market. This particular has hidden storage, trays, big slide out drawers, all of your toys and essentials that you need to carry with you.
Yeah, and it's all fully lined with carpet, and I like it how you've got all these little bins with the lip to keep everything held in. Of
Yep.
course, your grill to do a little barbecue on a pull-out tray. And one other thing I've got to point out is, even though this is a quad slide, the height of these bays are so high that also this slide out is very tall, so much easier than a regular production coach to get to these bays.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, another bay. Once again, more slides, and this bay actually houses the built-in grill.
Aircraft style handle here, and more storage in a drawer. Nice compartments, how everything's sectioned off. Plenty of room for your golf clubs if you want to tee it up. And again, even, you know, the ceiling is lined with carpet. You've got lights inside of the bays. Millennium does a great job at finishing out their bays. And I'll point out too, the polished stainless.
Yes. Yeah, detail. Attention to detail is what makes the difference. No
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
So.
Yeah, and when we go inside the coach, I want to ask you a little bit more about the history of Millennium as well. But
Absolutely.
I like this. So a lot of other converters put their chairs on the backs of the doors, so you only have like one chair per door. This is a nice setup where you have all 4 chairs all in one spot, neatly stacked.
Yes.
Big Dometic fridge on a pull-out slide tray.
Yes, and this is also part of the electrical base. So the thing that Millennium does is everything is in this bay. So it's not spread out throughout the coach. So they consolidate it all. So it's very simple, whether it's a 14 or a 2022. If anything needs to get done, they can walk you right to it. It probably is in the same location here as in a brand new bus. Millennium believes in simplicity, and it's very organized, very simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll point out just, here's all your breaker panels here. Everything's just very simple, labeled very well, easy to get to, but just that definitely simplifies everything.
Yes, and there's redundance. So Nelson, the owner of Millennium, was a military guy in his youth. So he believes in aircraft. So he believes in redundancy and being able to have backups and simplicity. So if you were on the road and you had an issue, there's pretty much not a case I could think of that we could not, or he could not, talk you through, and you could flip a switch, do this, do that, and still continue to move on. There's a backup, and he believes in that. So we want the experience. All the converters do, but Millennium prides themselves on we want the owner's experience to be as worry-free and trouble-free as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we're going around this bus, I've got to point out, I've noticed these lights. They're a little bit higher here, probably about 12 feet up in the air, so I don't know how much you can see from the camera, but that's going to really illuminate this area when you're outside here at night. And then I like how they have the perforated vinyl on the windows, which really break up the paint job, just give it a great look overall.
And when the awnings are out, they're all lit, so you have more than ample lighting out here when entertaining at night, grilling out, watching a sports event on your outside entertainment area.
Yeah.
This is the gathering spot. This is why we do the lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Samsung TV with the Yamaha sound bar, and again, fully finished out. I like all the wood grain finish, drawers. Again, more lighting inside of the bay.
As you can see, the doors go up that are not that the slides do not, so it gives you even better access to everything. This particular coach was designed with a passenger side dump station, so just in case you got someplace in a weird where everything, your supply, water, everything was on the passenger side, which is not normal, but that's what this gentleman requested.
And I really like this finish here. What is it, like a what do you call that finish?
They call this aluminum turned, and so it's actually a laminate, a veneer that's finished and then clear coated so that it's easy cleaned. You know, aluminum will tend to get fingerprints and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is much easier to keep clean.
Yeah, great looking surface, and again, everything's real simple, labeled, very clean.
Yeah.
That same kind of aircraft style door. Kinetico water softener. Is that a DI system or what's
Filtrate. This is all your filtration system for the house water.
Yeah, so like almost like a residential style water filtration system. Very well thought out. I think this has the Volvo D13 in it.
Correct.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at the engine bay. I've finally got a chance to see a Millennium. We want to see it all here. Yeah, there's that big power plant. 1,750 foot-pounds of torque.
Yes.
500 horsepower.
Correct. It's 500 horsepower. It'll push the bus along just as fast as you want to go. So smooth. Volvo does a great job. Of course, Volvo owns Prevo, and they've been involved since I believe the conversion was about 2013 that they started to switch over, and everything got the Volvo. Very, very, very solid motor.
One other cool feature I want to point out, when you look closely at this Prevo badge here, it's almost like a wood grain kind of a look. Really a cool look.
Little custom, all of them a little different.
Yeah, yeah. And again, that same perforated vinyl and 2-bedroom super slide. So you guys will see when we get inside of this coach how big that rear master bedroom is.
Andrew, here's your water bay. So this is all of your sewer hookup, all of the dump stations, which is all done internally off of the iPad. You can dump all once you're hooked up. You can fill your tanks, dump your tanks, everything can be done. There's always iPad supplied. Once you plug everything in, you can verify and check your manual remotes for your awnings. Once again, everything is driven off the Savant system on the iPad, but this is all of your backups. So fresh water, your fill to rinse your tanks.
Yeah, and again, finished out with that same, what did you call it?
The turned aluminum.
Turned aluminum, yeah.
Yes, so
50 amp cord and fresh water cord are on electric reels, I'm assuming?
Electric reels. The electric 50 amp is actually on a remote. So
oh, wow.
You can walk with it, so you don't have to push the button. So stop and start where you need to.
Yeah, that's big.
Yes, yes, very handy.
Nice little, I like just, you know, you can wash your hands, nice little place to put some paper towels. All those little details really add up. And then even that same turned aluminum here on the inside of the bay to just finish out every square inch. And again, that same polished stainless lip there. Just a great looking outlets as well. Great looking plumbing bay.
Have your PowerTech 20 kW diesel generator. One of the neat things about Millennium 2 is everything, the Aquahot, the generator, engine, everything exhausts through the roof. The radiators on the roof takes all the heat away. Nothing's worse than sitting out and enjoying yourself and having that heat come out from underneath the bus, or the Aquahot kicks on and having that diesel smell. Everything vents out the roof, takes all that out.
Wow, yeah, very, very well thought out when they did the engineering on this coach.
Aquahot bay, canisters to put
your sewer hoses.
Place for them.
Keep the stinky slinky contained. I like it. Very clean, and just a great setup. Again, that turned aluminum, and you know, it would have been very easy to just leave this face the Aquahot, but they just really finished it out. And then the battery bank right there behind the Aquahot. Now, to get to those batteries, how do you get to those batteries?
Batteries are easily accessible from the other side. So
oh, okay.
Pull the tray out. So there's a bulkhead there. The Aquahot's here. The other side, you slide right in that bay and slide the batteries out. They're on a shelf. So those are accessible from the other side easily. All the components are in this bay. So everything is in one place, easily accessible. The Savant system, all of your tuners, everything is here. So if there's anything needs to be done, it's one spot. So it's all vented, and for air circulation, there's no concerns. These bays are watertight, so there's no concern with any of that. We just believe in keeping the heat out of the inside of the coach. Some converters will put them in different areas inside the coach, in a closet, and these drive a lot of heat. So we try to keep that heat out of the coach and keep it all consolidated to one place. So it's just easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back side of the front of the bay, so it's a full pass-through bay, kind of designed the same as the other time. The shelves, the drawer, lots of storage. You can't duplicate this amount of storage that the H provides you with. It's all custom. If you want double stack trays, if you don't want any trays, if you want this to be a closet for extra clothes, if you dream it, you want a bar, you dream it, they will build it.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to getting inside of this coach. This is an absolutely stunning coach. What's going on here?
Well, once again, it's a 2014 quad slide. This coach has just recently gone through some renovation, just some updates. It's got all new tile floors, some new upholstery. It's got all new window valances and covers, countertops. Just freshened it up a little bit, and it just made a world of difference. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, now before we walk through this coach, I'd like to ask you a little bit more about Millennium Coach. You know, there's 5 major Prevo converters. How long has Millennium been a Prevo converter, and what's some of the history of Millennium Coach?
Well, I'll do my best to do it justice. So Nelson Figueroa started Millennium Coach. It's United Coach Works, its original company. And I know that the current plant that they're in, they've been in since 2010. But I want to say that I believe Nelson celebrated 20 years in business this past year. So since probably 2000, Nelson has worked in the industry in all levels, so he understands. He was actually the service manager at Ventari at Featherlight, so he knows a coach inside and out. And he's just that roll up your sleeves, go to work every day, work incredibly hard. He's incredibly smart with the engineering side of the coach. There's nothing on this coach that he hasn't installed, you know, worked on, understood. So he knows. You can rattle off a coach from 2008 or 2010, and he'll tell you the coach, he'll tell you something in it, or you're trying to find. It's just amazing what he does.
Nelson's coming up on 20 years. What are some of the things, you know, that Nelson has done to differentiate himself from other converters in the industry?
Well, I believe in the technology side, and in 14 they went to the Savant system. The coach is all built with Lutron wiring and switches that's driven by the Savant system. He was a trendsetter in that. It's all about simplicity, and it's all about making the coach user-friendly. And as we talked about the outside, it's all about thinking about the things like the exhaust going out the roof. I mean, those are the things that Nelson, serviceability, and really the biggest thing is service in general and taking care of the client. You know, when you buy a Millennium, you'll get one phone number and you'll call that person. It doesn't matter what your problem is, that person's going to answer the phone and they're going to take care of you. And if they can't fix it over the phone, they'll have somebody to you. It's a family. Millennium doesn't have as many coaches on the road as a Liberty or a Marathon, only because they've been in business so much longer. But in today's market world, he builds as many new coaches as any of them.
One of the few Millennium coaches that a lot of you have already seen on my channel, my good friends Court and Heather from Midlife Prevo on Instagram have a 2003 Prevo XL2 Millennium coach, which was one of the earlier Millennium coaches. If you've seen any of their stuff, they absolutely love it. So I really am intrigued with the whole Millennium brand and the reputation on a new Millennium or like a pre-owned 14 Millennium. Is there any type of warranty?
There is a year warranty on everything that Nelson sells. So if it's a used bus, and like in this case, right down to he'll make sure that the tires on the bus are typically within a year date code, because date codes are what's so important with these. Many people, you'll never wear the tire out. It's really about how much time has it been on the bus. So date codes are important. But really with Millennium, it's once again, it's about taking care of the customer, making it a good experience, and making it as trouble-free as possible. Because there's a lot goes on with these. You know, it's your house riding down the road, basically. So yeah, things do happen. It's going to happen regardless of the manufacturer. The key is, how are you taken care of? How are you serviced? How, you know, and the biggest thing with Millennium, I was fortunate enough to work there full time. I was the GM there for 3 years, and the one thing I know that Nelson never questioned anything we did to make sure that the customer was taken care of. So I always knew I could do the right thing without hesitation, and that's the culture that is built at Millennium.
Let's walk through this coach. I really like this kind of desk area here. It could be used as like an office workspace station. You could probably put like a printer in here, and then this chair, just a super high-end look to it. And it matches the ceiling as well. Just so much detail work going on. Really like this two-tone couch, with kind of a darker brown and almost like a tan color, and then all the detail work like the studs. Just a very well designed coach. And what else is going on in here?
It's simple but elegant, you know. Like you said, the back of the couch is almost a chenille feel. This particular coach is set up with a booth design, which you can have a booth design, you can have a 2-seat bar design, you could have a J-lounge design. All of that is options. Even in a used bus, because everything is built right there, if you bought this bus and you decided you liked a different configuration, it can be done right at Millennium. Ample storage. Lots of storage in this bus, which is something that everybody looks to have. Galley, this bus once again got all new countertops, Wolf induction cooktop, which is definitely the wave of the future. These things are amazing. Lots of storage in this bus. Dishwasher, built-in dishwasher, Fisher Paykel dishwasher, which is all finished as in the cabinetry. The dishwasher is something some people would prefer storage. Some people say, I don't want a dishwasher. All Millenniums are plumbed for a dishwasher. They can switch this drawer out and give you another large storage drawer without any problem. The cabinetry is something that I was most amazed with when I went to work for them, and that is where there's so much time and effort put into the cabinets. This veneer all comes from Holland, and it's all, you know, once it's applied, these cabinets actually go to the paint shop and actually have a clear coat process done, and it typically is between 5 and 6 coats of clear coat, and all hand rubbed out, all hand sanded, sprayed again. All of the edges are all sealed so that you never have a problem with this veneer lifting or anything like that. So basically hides the corners and seals them. So that's all very important for longevity and quality, and you never have to worry about the cabinets, anything happening to the cabinets. GE household refrigerator. Once again, you have several options. This is pretty much what most of them you'll find have. As you can see, they take the time to cover the doors so that all of the cabinetry matches. It has the built-in custom look.
It looks like we've got a little drink station over here. Well, looks like the folks over at Millennium take their beverages seriously. Not only do you have the built-in coffee maker, but you've got some crystal ware up there, it looks like.
Well, you have your nighttime entertainment in the morning after, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're going to need that coffee after getting into this cabinet. So
this is known as their dry bar, coffee bar or dry bar. So, and once again, the configuration can be multitude of things, from the built-in coffee maker to displays. Some people choose to put art up there. If you're not a big beverage person, you could do some artwork. Once again, downlit with the backsplash. In the mornings, I find myself staying on this bus. It's nice to have my little coffee station and make my coffee and have that little bit of extra room. So definitely ample storage. So it also serves as, there's all the coffee. Traveling is all about, storage is what probably everyone's number one thing is. How much storage do I have? Even though people, the more storage you have, the more stuff you bring. You pretty much find out you don't need half the stuff, right? We all do that, don't we? So.
Yeah, well, and also, too, not only the storage, but the convenience and the placement of the storage. I saw that the front side of this cabinet is where all of your glassware is stored. So I was thinking, well, where do you put all of your, Keurig coffee stuff? And, just a very great use of space there, so.
Yes, the nice part about the dinette style is you have really nice storage. Under them. You have your heated floor, your AC units here. Everything is obviously driven off the iPad, but you have manual places to check all your inverters, to check your gauges, heated floor.
Nice.
Millennium has 4 inverters, so 4 3,500 watt inverters. You can run this bus, plus when we looked at the motors, it has 5 alternators that's driving both the bus batteries and the house batteries. So you literally could run down the road without the generator running and run all of the airs, keep this bus cool. That's another thing that Nelson really puts a lot of pride in, has put a lot of effort in, is how these buses can dry camp longer than most without the generator having to fire up, and he takes pride in all that and keeping the bus cool to go down the road, and that stuff's important.
Absolutely.
So I'll let you go in the half bath.
So half bath here. Looks like, does the toilet have a bidet?
It does.
Wow, bidet toilet. That's actually a really popular feature. I've been hearing a lot of folks in high-end homes are adding bidets. I think when we had that toilet paper shortage, bidet sales went up recently.
So we have our pantry with all of our pull-out drawers. So once again, nice storage access for when you're cooking all of your pantry of food, your laundry supplies, because right next door is your laundry station. So full-size stackable washer dryer.
Yeah.
So,
and then even that same detailed work in the ceiling throughout the middle of the coach as well. Would have been real easy just to make it more simple, but they really went over the top, and these air vents and the mirror, really a great look.
Yes, and there's actually a door where you're standing, a pocket door.
Okay.
So with this mid-bath, it gives you several options. There's also a door here so that your guests or whoever, if you're back taking a shower, can still access the water closet, the toilet, right? So you have options to close off for privacy. And then you get into the master, which showcases those amazing super slides.
Huge master bedroom here. And I'll point out the way the shower, if you were to close this door, the way the shower and the sink area here open up into the master suite area, just a very open, large feel. These super slides are really a game changer as far as space. And I'll point out from this angle, just a beautiful bathroom area here with this large bowl sink. I really like the design of that. And then that same countertop throughout the coach. And, you know, backsplash here, you know, it would have been really easy to just do like a half backsplash, but they go all the way up to the ceiling, and then, you know, every square inch, every seam. I don't know if the camera picks up the pattern and the leather here, but just a very impressive design. Anything else here in the back of the coach?
Well, the biggest thing is storage. Once again, I mean, that is probably the nice, as you see, the new tile hardwood look. The new tile floors go all the way through. These are full heated. There's 2 zones, so the bedroom and the bath has a heat zone, and the salon has a heat zone. So these are full heated floors. Every Millennium comes with full heated floors, unless the bedroom is carpeted. So let's say it's a bath and a half, but the bedroom is carpeted. The rear bath is heated floors, and everything that's tiled is heated. If you choose to tile the entire coach would have heated floors. So that's something that everybody loves. King size bed, fantastic. They have a custom. They have a company that custom makes these out of Daytona, which is just down, you know, 40 minutes from the plant. So every bed can be customized. Some, you know, if you like the rounded corners, if you want a queen, some people want a different configurations, they can do it. If you want the bed to tilt up, they can build that in. This particular one does not. The windows, the lighting in here is fantastic. Even with the TV built on the wall and the headboards, they keep the headboards down to bring all the natural light in.
Yeah, and I have to point out too, with a king size bed, you still have a ton of countertop space on both sides of the bed. A lot of times you got to give somewhere. And then what's also neat is how this countertop space extends in front of this wardrobe closet, giving it a real nice look. And then touchpad iPort here, bedside, as well as your doorbell controls. So now, is there a little camera you can see who's at the doorbell there? Nice.
All of your switches, your Lutron switches that control the bus right by the bed. So easy at night, roll over, you know, but it's also controlled from the iPads. So very much thought through. The closet space has been well thought out. Lots of hanging. This is hanging. Each of those are hanging. A full-length hanging. A lot of ladies like to be able to hang dresses.
Yes, sir.
So this gives them the full ceiling fan. I love to sleep with a ceiling fan. That is a great option, and that can be a light if somebody doesn't like a ceiling fan. But as far as the roominess, you are not going to find a coach with any more room than this super slide, quad slide coach, for sure.
So is there anything else about Millennium Coach that you think would be good for the folks out on YouTube to know about Millennium, the company, or this coach?
Probably the biggest thing is, like I said, Millennium, it treats you like family. So if you're looking for a new bus, if you're looking for a new used bus, they do a tremendous job. They have a great staff. For me, they support this resort, which is really why we're here. So we just want to give a lot of thanks to Millennium for their support of Riverlandings and what we're building here and what we're doing. It's a great place to be.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. And definitely, like I was telling you guys about the specials they have going on, that's a unique opportunity that's not going to last forever. Definitely worth taking advantage of. And then when you're here, a lot of times there's display code. There's a lot of stuff going on here, parties, rallies. And then there's also different events. Like there's an event coming up soon. I don't know if there's even any availability left, where they have live entertainment, food.
There is.
I can't remember. You guys have so many parties and car shows. There's a lot going on, but yeah.
Yep, next week is a Liberty function. So Liberty Coach is bringing coaches for display. So we'll have a band up at the new clubhouse. So go on Andrew's videos and you can see the clubhouse. Usually food and beverages are always in abundance. So, and yeah, I mean, the 5th and 6th, we're getting ready to have an event. So we take advantage, even though we're in tough times with the COVID and everything that we've all been through. We're trying to make, it a little easier to come and enjoy and get out. We practice all the social distancing that we can, that we should and we do, and the masks and all of that are optional. But we're trying to. We all still got to get out of bed every day and live and enjoy life. And we're trying to. This industry as a whole has been a great escape for a lot of people, as you know. So this is something that we're trying to do our part. To make it a little more fun.
You guys are doing a great job here. I always enjoy staying here at Riverlandings. Now, if someone is a serious buyer and really interested in either this Millennium coach or another Millennium coach, who should they get a hold of?
They're welcome to get a hold of me here at Riverlandings, or they can call the plant direct and talk to Scott, or Nelson, the owner, is accessible. He's always available. So Scott is the sales manager there. If you're interested in this coach, I'm on property pretty much all week and every weekend. So you're welcome to get a hold of me, and I can walk you through the process.
Eddie, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to show me and the folks out on YouTube this beautiful quad slide Millennium. Can't thank all of you enough for watching these videos, liking these videos, and subscribing to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
Thanks, everybody.